at that time, when I was told about the new record label from Kurt and Chris, it did not in any way seem like it was a really big label. So I remember hearing DGC. When they spoke of the label, they would always say DGC. And I think Chris mentioned the same label that Nelson, which back then, I mean, Nelson was a joke, basically, and Sonic Youth was on the label. So I kind of looked at it like it was a step above the Sub Pop or something, and must have been, would help the band get better exposure. So really putting this into context, at that time it wasn't like, oh, Nirvana signed to this huge label and they're going to release this, big record and, hopefully it goes over well. It wasn't anything like that. It was like, they found another label that, it sounds like the label's going to treat them good, To me, if they would have been signed to Capitol Records, I think my whole feeling would have been like, oh my god, this could be huge, But because it was a label that back then, even that Guns N' Roses was on that label, I remember feeling like it was like Guns N' Roses were actually signed to a different part of the same company. See, it's difficult to put it into the correct perspective. Just stick with me. I'm telling you from my memories. It just sounded like it wasn't like a huge major label. I just remember feeling like, man, I really hope people listen to, Nirvana. It's still like the doubt, there was doubt, like, I felt like people really should care, but I had doubt, like, just like everything goes, it's like people just won't, there'll be a whole lot of people that just won't get it, I remember specifically Chris bringing over some tapes that were, I remember hearing Smells Like Teen Spirit without vocals, and some other songs. I want to say there was maybe one or two songs with vocals, but it really was like Kurt's vocals that really made Smells Like Teen Spirit. So again, it's like, there was no indication that this was going to be a major release. Whether it's me just being partly naive, but yet, those guys were humble in a point where like not like, fuck, this is gonna be huge and this is da 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 da. That's not at all ever what they were like.